Kumusta kayo lahat? Today we're gonna watch how a family lived way back in 1956. I'm pretty sure it's very different from how it is today. Kahit sa province, hindi ganito talaga. So why don't you leave me a comment below and you tell me how was life for you when you were a kid? Was it just like we see in this video or was it different? Did you live here in Manila or in another big city or did you live in the province? Ayan, ready ka na? Simula na.
Near Asia, in the warm
Near
waters
Asia.
of the Pacific Ocean, is a group of islands called the Philippine Islands.
Okay. It's funny how he says near Asia. Diba? Philippines is part of Asia. Okay, let's go na.
If you wanted to visit someone living in the Philippine Islands, you would probably go first to Manila, the
Right.
biggest city in the Philippines.
Wow,
From
you know
Manila's
this
harbor,
place.
you might walk along the busy streets into one of the city's
Wow,
modern shopping
ganda.
districts.
Wow, it looks so nice. And look at the people. Well, I think the guy's picking his nose here. But I mean, look at the clothes. They wear proper clothing. As I keep saying in these old videos that we see, I love the neon signs and the way the old shops were. Huh? This is probably Cayedo or maybe Escolda, no? Kind of looks like it.
Here are city people you might like to visit.
Okay.
Or
Ayan.
perhaps you'd
We definitely know this bridge, right? This is the Jones Bridge, of course.
like to go outside the city of Manila, away from
Look at the
big
bus.
buildings and harbor, and out to the peaceful farm
Wow.
countryside of the Philippines.
That's in the province
Here
na.
one morning you might find farm people you'd like to visit.
Okay.
People like this man on the water buffalo.
Okay. Sino yan?
If we could spend a day with him, what do you suppose he'd tell us about the Philippines?
So basically what's going to happen here is we're going to follow this farmer for the day and his family to see how life was in the province way back in 1956. Many of my videos lately have been around mostly the main cities. So it's also interesting to see how they lived in the province way back in the old days. I mean, 1956, that's a long time ago already.
Let's listen to him.
Okay, let's hear.
We always get ready for work early, while the day is cool in my village.
Right.
My barrio, as we call it. I see my neighbor Pablo is getting ready to go to his rice fields. He too has a water buffalo, what we call a carabao. Carabaos are used for doing heavy work, hauling loads, plowing fields and such.
Wow, what a easy or idyllic life, as we would call it today, huh? I mean, much more simple in a way, right? I mean, just jumping up on that Calabao already makes me want to do that as well, right? And no cell phones, no internet and all that stuff. I just remember when I was a kid, you know, well, not 1956, but also a long time ago, life was different, you know. We would be outside, playing in the garden, in the park, you know, playing with the animals and stuff like that. And we didn't have to worry about our gadgets all the time, no video games and all this. It was much more like we were playing with the other kids in the community, and it was great. I liked that life. I think it was more simple, and I think you really learned a lot of skills with people skills. Wow, that was a nice time.
Although another of my neighbors, Cesar, has a modern tractor
Oh,
he
he's got a
uses
modern
in his
tractor.
large rice fields.
Right.
Other neighbors of mine take the village bus to go shopping in the next barrio
Okay.
or to plantations where they work.
Right.
Before I, too, go to work, I usually have breakfast at my house. I
That's a
built
nice
it high
place.
above the damp ground
Okay,
of
why?
strong bamboo and nipa leaves.
Wow, can you imagine? It's built so that they are not too close to the earth. Now, this is very similar in all the other Southeast Asian countries like Indonesia, of course, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. They do that as well. So they basically live on a raised platform, huh? And then it's built out of bamboo and nipa, and oh my God, it was such a different time, huh?
Which grow nearby.
Okay.
In our open kitchen, I see my wife
That's the
Dolores
open
is
kitchen.
making breakfast.
Nice.
There is plenty of fresh fruit, papayas and mangoes from the trees around us.
Can you imagine it? What a much more simple way of life, huh? I mean, you had you live on the farm, right? You got the papayas there, you got the mango, you got the fresh gulay, no, diba? It's just such a nice way of living. No stress and everything, you know. Wow, it was so different.
And we have
Ano yun?
steaming hot rice.
Steaming hot
from
rice.
my rice fields, of course. My son Ramon is still asleep inside the house,
Kasi Ramon.
but not for long. I can hear my daughter Juanita telling Ramon to wake up. Wake up, Ramon, she says. We're having a special treat for breakfast
Oh, ano yun?
in honor of your birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Birthday? Ah, then Ramon remembers. Today he is 9 years old.
Ayan,
There is
nice.
to be a party for him this afternoon, and many presents. He had better not sleep late today.
I'm just wondering if they were celebrating birthdays at that time. Was it the same as today when we celebrate birthdays? Diba? We gotta have especially spaghetti or pasta with the Filipino style sauce and hot dogs and everything. I wonder if we're gonna see what they're gonna eat during the birthday. It could be really interesting to see how it's developed, no?
So Ramon quickly rolls up his straw bed,
Okay.
his petate, it's called, and puts it away in the corner. Ramon goes to wash, while my daughter finishes setting the table. Though Juanita is only 12 years old, she is already a big help to her mother.
Oh, that's good. That's how it's supposed to be,
I
no?
see she has set the table well.
Nice.
Soon Ramon comes back nice
Okay.
and clean.
Look, they're just sitting there with the palm leaves in the background, and I wonder if that's like a patio outside or if that's already down in the ground. But it's just like, I mean, I would love to have breakfast out in nature every day. And like here, I mean, I'm in this concrete jungle, you know, and if I have my coffee outside on the balcony, yeah, there's one mango tree right outside the window, as you guys probably seen already. But the rest of it is just tall buildings, you know. I hear all the noise of the LRT, the MRT passing by, you know, the buses and ETSA and the jeepneys, of course, always honking and playing that loud music. I mean, I would love to just live out at the farm like that and have my breakfast in nature. It would be so amazing, as long as there's internet and YouTube, diba?
Happy birthday, I tell him, as we begin eating.
Nice.
In honor of Ramon's birthday, today with our rice, we are eating to you. A
Really?
kind of dried fish.
Yeah.
Ramon likes it very much.
Okay.
But I
Is that a
think
hot
his
dog?
mind is also on the presents he hopes to get
Ayun, of
later at
course.
his party. After breakfast, it is time for me to go to work in my rice fields.
Now that is really how you see a farmer, isn't it? I mean, when you think about a farmer, this is it, you know. This is the picture that comes to my mind, huh? Like this guy with his straw hat that looks a bit like a cowboy hat, you know. You got the big calabash there with the horns, you know, and then the bamboo hut there in the back, and that is exactly what I'm thinking about a guy, a farmer in the Philippines going to the rice field. What is your impressions? What do you think? What comes to mind when you think about a farmer in the Philippines?
Soon the planting season starts, and I have much plowing to do.
Okay.
In a little while, my children leave too. Ramon and Juanita must also start out early from our house, for the public schools they
Ah, that's
attend are a
good.
long way from home.
Ah, that's a baby as well.
On their way, they pass our village stores,
Mm-hmm.
tiendas we call them, a name handed down from the Spanish.
Right. Well, it looks very similar to today, you know. I mean, you got all these little stalls here side by side, diba? We don't see so many signs for Pepsi-Cola anymore. It's more either Coca-Cola or RC Cola. I guess they had a problem some years ago, Pepsi-Cola, with their giveaway, diba? Lottery prize, huh?
Just as Ramon and Juanita's names are also Spanish.
Right. Village church,
And
maybe?
they pass our village church.
Yeah.
It is old, for it was built by the Spanish missionaries many
Oh.
years ago.
Okay. High school.
At last they come to Juanita's school, the public high school she attends with her girlfriends. Before their classes begin, they like nothing better than a game of Luksong Lubit.
Everywhere
what
in the
you might
world.
call jump rope.
Right. Even in Denmark, it was like that when we were kids in school. Jan!
Before his classes start, Ramon likes to play too. At his elementary school, tug of war is a favorite game. Today, Ramon is the leader of his team.
We also did that in school when we were kids. How about you guys? What games did you play during the break in school or before or after school? Let me know down below. It could be interesting to try to compare the games that are played here in the Philippines to maybe the games that we played in Denmark when I was a kid. I have a feeling that they're very, very similar.
Later in class, Ramon is taught many subjects.
There's Greenland on
One
top
of
there.
his favorites is geography.
Right, and the US,
In the
Canada.
classroom, English is spoken, and it
Okay.
is one of the main languages we use.
Right, even the barrio, huh?
Today, Ramon has a question about the United States.
Uh-huh.
His teacher shows him the United States on the map of North America.
Right.
In the meantime, in her high school, Juanita studies many subjects too.
Ano yun?
In home economics, she learns to sew fine patterns and do fancy stitching.
Even in Denmark, we learned things like that. I think it was around the 5th to 7th grade, maybe we learned that. It was a bit late, I think, actually. It was kind of strange. How about here in the Philippines? Are the kids still learning this in school? So leave me a comment below and tell me if kids in the Philippines are still learning these skills at school.
Embroidery like this was first taught us by the Spaniards.
Right.
And today, it is an art many of our Philippine women are proud of.
Nice.
Meanwhile, my wife Dolores is finishing her shopping in our barrio.
Look at the motorbike, huh?
At the village
It's like
stores,
a
the
bicycle.
tiendas, she can buy many of the things we do not make at home.
They
Today,
all look
she
so
needs
nice.
some seasoning
No?
to cook the food for Ramon's party.
No, I mean, try to look at the way they dress, all of them. It is just so very proper attire, huh? Unfortunately, there's been many years where I think it kind of went out, but I think it's probably coming back again. People are going to wear nice clothes again. I hope, at least. All right.
When her shopping done, my wife comes back home to start the cooking.
Okay.
At 12 o'clock, my children are out of school for the day. Other children will attend in the afternoon.
Oh, talaga?
But Ramon and Juanita now have work to do.
I think that's quite normal. Before, huh? If you lived in the provinces, I don't know if it's still like this, but you would go to school in the mornings and then the afternoon you would help out at the farm. Kahit sa Denmark, ganun din. If you lived in the countryside and your parents were like farmers, you would only go to school part of the day and then you would help out at the farm in the afternoons. All right? Of course, if you lived in the cities, wala ganun eh. You had to attend full classes naman, no? Okay, let's go.
Ramon will help me with the plowing, while Juanita comes home to help her mother.
All right, that's good.
There is much to do to get ready for a party.
Yeah.
First,
lot of-
Juanita sets the table.
Bananas, huh?
Later, she may take a turn at barbecuing the pig her
Oh,
mother
look.
has prepared.
Lechon!
We call roast pig lechon. It is a treat we can afford
Nice.
only on special occasions.
Yeah, of course.
By late afternoon, Ramon and I have finished our plowing in my rice field.
Okay.
It must be ready for planting when our rainy season begins.
Right, of course.
The work has been hard for both of us and for my carabao.
Time
Now
to relax.
it is time to go home.
Right.
So Ramon and I unhitch the carabao. Then we take him back to his place near the river.
Oh, he lives there?
This is where he stays until I need him the next morning.
Ang talaga?
Deep in the cool, muddy water Carabaos love so much.
So it doesn't live like next to the house or
Then
anything?
back we go, along the road to our village, to our house.
Yan.
There! Look, Ramon! What a sight!
Ayun,
Everyone
everybody's
is
there.
gathered for the party. Happy birthday, they all call. His aunts and uncles and cousins, and his school friends. Happy
Nice.
birthday, Ramon, they say. My Ramon is very pleased. What an honor to have so many people
Yes.
celebrate his birthday.
That's true. That's true.
Very politely, he kisses his
Mano,
grandmother's
mano.
hand.
Nice.
She
I like
has a
that.
present for him, a pair of
Show of
long
respect.
pants, she says. Ramon thanks her and greets his grandfather too.
Nice.
Grandfather also has a present for him. You see?
I like that show of respect,
A
huh?
nice new shirt
Oh,
he brought
nice.
all the way from Manila.
Ayan.
Thank you, says Ramon. After he has cleaned up, Ramon thanks me and his mother too for the many presents and the food being served at his party. Everyone enjoys
Oh,
eating
that's really
some
how it
rice
is.
with the
Eating
many
with the
delicious
hands.
fruits and vegetables from our garden. And
Yeah.
of course, Ramon's favorite, lechon,
Lechon, of
the
course.
roasted pork.
That's right. Oh, I love
Soon
that.
it
It's
is
my
time
favorite.
for dancing. I watch with my family as my friends and neighbors enjoy themselves. We Filipinos like having a good time once in a while, for our way of life is usually pretty hard and
Yes, that's true.
simple. Of course, with a family like mine, it is a contented life too.
See, this is important. Na, kahit simple, okay lang yun eh. You need to be contented. No? As long as you have a happy life, happy family, no? That's what's important in life, right?
For our children are our real riches. I work that tomorrow may be better for them.
Yes.
For my son Ramon and my daughter Juanita, so that they in turn will make a better life for themselves and for other families of the Philippines.
Correct. Wow, that was really nice. Absolutely, as he said. A simple life, as long as you're content and happy, can be much better than a life being stressful, running around, working hard, just in the pursuit of money. No? So please let me know, what do you think? How was your childhood? How was it growing up for you guys here in the Philippines? Did you live in the province? Did you live in Manila? Did you live in another big city like Cebu or Baguio or somewhere like that? Let me know in the comments how you grew up here in the Philippines. So as always, guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you like my channel. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, of course. And don't forget, the most important thing is that you click the bell button so you will be notified about new videos I have on my channel. Okay guys, so mabuhay sa inyo lahat and take care. Ingat-ingat kayo ha. I'll see you again next time ha. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click that subscribe button and of course the bell button so you'll be notified when we have new videos for you.